When it comes to migrating a site, there can be a lot of negative effects that happen when you're during that process. Essentially, anytime you're changing a URL, even if you're taking off a trailing slash, you're going from www to non-www, you're changing a domain, anytime there's a change in that type of structure of your site or the URL, Google will respond to that in a negative way unless you're able to appropriately put in the redirects and maintain that exact copy and exact content on the new destination. Google does this because they don't want people kind of moving the ball around too much in terms of if it likes something in its search results and then you change it, it really needs to make sure that you didn't change the content too much. Was the content that it liked, is it still the same in the new destination? The more change you introduce during that process, the more likely Google's going to say, hey, I'm not sure what you did here. I liked that old content. I liked that old URL. This new one is not the same, and therefore I'm going to knock you down in rankings. So it's important to think through those strategies when you're migrating. Are you really keeping everything the same, or at least very similar when you're doing that migration? Are you putting in the proper 301 redirects from the old URL to the new? And are you doing that on a one-to-one basis, or are you just doing a big catch-all and trying to just say, hey, everything's over here now? The more detail you can put into that effort and that project to really match up one-to-one destinations and preserve as much of that great content moving forward, you're going to minimize the risk of Google giving you any kind of dip in ranking during that migration process.